Hey, what's up, man? It's the next out here. Listen, man, what the hell has EA just done? Now, I'ma just wanna ask a serious question. What would ever prompt them to do some nonsense like this? Bro, we're gonna bring you, you know what I'm saying? And I was super excited. Guys, I just played the game, a couple hours ago. You know what I'm saying? And this one I was more excited because they added Edge Rusher. I said, okay, you know what? I get to make myself a 99 Miles Garrett, a reincarnation of Miles Garrett. But nope. EA as per usual, ruin a good thing. Always leave it to them to ruin a good thing. What the hell would possess them to think this is a good idea? I know, bro. I am disappointed as though. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Bro, I just had a Heisman worthy season. Now I didn't. My quarterback didn't win the Heisman. Don't get it twisted. But what am I saying? Yeah, I just had a Heisman this season with my quarterback. Bro, he started at 75. The season's almost over. He's at 77. Where they do that at? The season's he's at 77. Bro, what the man? I look up. Hey man, you know what? I found this video by my dog Bordeaux. Let's see what he talk about, man. Man, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way.
EA is bringing microtransactions to single player modes, and it is only going to get worse from this very moment. But I believe if we act now, there is still time to make change. I don't care if I never work with them. Again, I feel lied to, I feel betrayed, and I don't believe in.
That's real right there. Hey, that's real right there. Hey, bro, we all feel lied to. We all feel, bro. I said, bro, this game is about to be one of the best games this year. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere, boom. You gotta pay for your player to be above a 90. Why they do that at? Bro, a player I'm only gonna use for 4 seasons, and then I'm gonna move him to Madden. Why they do that at?
The direction the game is going in any longer. You can hate me, you can like me, please just listen to me for a few moments because what EA is doing with microtransactions is going to ruin single player modes. Dynasty, Road to Glory, if they don't see any community pushback, it is going to get really ugly. However, it is not too late for them to correct their mistake either. Over the next couple weeks, starting today, you will see hashtag CFB play don't pay.
Please get this. What is going on? Ayo, please get this trending. Hey, please get this trending because bro, y'all just ruined everybody. Bro, I was super excited to play this game. I was super excited to play Road for Glory. That's where I spend most of my time. Hey, I, hey, man, bro, we gotta get this trending.
Across all social medias. I will be putting this under every single post until they address the issue. You can't just sneak microtransactions in, have us creators super excited to play the game, say nothing about it at Chicago, and just expect this to be cool. Expect us to all be so excited.
It's also one thing. Here's my thing. Let me just add, guys. I know I'm probably doing too much ranting, but here's my thing. Right? Look, we're also accustomed to that being in online features. Why are you bringing them to offline things? That's what I don't get. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's greed. It's nothing else but greed, bro. That's it.
And happy about the game still. Nobody is happy. As this has been discovered, I'm just getting more and more upset. Okay, let's calm down. Let's get back to what is even going on. To put it very simply, EA has taken a faster XP slider that was in Road to Glory in the previous two titles, and they've removed it. They've taken a faster Coach XP slider that was in Dynasty the last 2 years,
Removed
and
it.
they've taken it away. What did they replace it with? Microtransactions, where you can pay them to upgrade your player in Road to Glory a little bit faster. You can pay them to upgrade your coach a little bit quicker. You just got to get out that checkbook, sign it away to EA, give them some money. It is so upsetting to me just with the way they tried to sneak this in there as well, with the way they've implemented it. It's hard to find. I didn't even know this existed until a few days ago when I saw some people that were tweeting about it. And then yesterday on Sunday, I was actually able to find out how to even do this stuff in Dynasty. So I'm going to take you through the Dynasty Dynasty portion, then I'm going to take you through the Road to Glory portion. You will see where the issue lies. First of all, 90% of the time I'll just do an offline file because on 26 the menus were faster, you have save points, which is good for the end of seasons, especially in series, and this is what you're going to see the settings look like if you were to do an offline file on 27. You're going to have the option to still use your membership bonuses to get faster coach XP, but there is a missing setting here. If you were to do a Cloud Dynasty, which seems to be where they're trying to push everybody, they say there's faster updates, faster simulation, you can play with friends, you got the team builder on there. Well, this is where they want to push everybody to an online mode where you have to be connected to the internet for where most people are still just playing single player. Dynasty settings in here is where you will see it. Coach level purchases. It is only on these online files. If you do a single player offline file, you won't even have the option for this to be in your settings and turn it on or off. Now, some of you might be asking, Bordeaux, why is this an issue? If you don't want to spend money on the game, you don't have to. It'll just be more fun to have a harder dynasty. The issue is they removed settings that made it easier to gain XP as a coach
Thank
on
you.
this game, while also replacing it with those microtransactions.
Microtransactions.
Remember how I said in college football 25 and 26, you could have a fast and fastest XP setting? Well, that isn't in 27. You have normal, slowest, and slower. They literally just removed the feature for no reason. And the funny thing is modders on PC have already been able to find it is still in the game files. It's just hidden so people can't access it. That is all allegedly. I haven't seen it. I don't know how easy it would be.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. 1000% I believe it.
For them to actually turn it back on. But I imagine it couldn't be too hard to put in a feature that has been there for years. It's a simple setting. Anyway, we'll talk about the MVP Plus membership stuff later. I already said I wasn't happy with it a month ago. This is what just really upsets me. The fact that you could spend 12,000 points. This is Ultimate Team stuff that I've seen in past games.
Exactly.
Single player modes. If you wanted to purchase this, they take you over to the store. You don't have the funds for it. $100.
$100 freaking. $100. The same price of this game. The exact same price of this game. EA, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
$100 if you want to just max out your coach. It's actually even more predatory in Road to Glory, especially since there's no online part of Road to Glory. It's just a single player experience for like 50 games. We will get there, but basically, if you do an offline file, you won't even have this option. If you do a cloud one though, that is when you'll see this and it's actually in the game. It's just been very quiet. They didn't say anything about this. They just casually removed the faster coach XP sliders and replaced the ability to upgrade your coach with microtransactions. It's ridiculous. In fact, C4 did a test where he won every game and every natty for 10 years and only got to a level 48.
Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me?
On the normal coach speed. It's just way too slow.
Way too slow. Way too slow.
Speed has always been a little bit too slow for my taste. So what I discovered was what was more fun for rebuilds was to turn it to fastest on college football 26. And I enjoyed it, but then they just removed
it
and said if you want to upgrade a little bit faster, it's going to cost you some money. I didn't want to rush to conclusions on Thursday when I found this out though. So I shot a text over to one of the devs that always is very responsive. And sure enough, there was no reply back. It would have been nice.
Yeah. Because that ain't their decision. That unfortunately ain't their decision, fam. That's the decision of these greedy ass boys in suits. That ain't their decision.
To just say, yeah, we took it out. But I also understand there's really nothing he could say here that was going to come off well if they took it out because there are microtransactions coming. I also want to use this portion of the video before I continue to rip into EA. I'm ripping into the higher ups here. I'm not ripping into the devs. It is not the devs' fault. It's not their decisions that are leading to these microtransactions.
No.
There's someone higher up that is saying, we need to make more money. Let's get more revenue out of this. Maybe Ultimate Team in cut isn't cutting it because no one cares about college Ultimate Team. But I'm not blaming the devs. The devs did an amazing job. And that is the part that sucked.
Bro, that's the thing. I don't mean to pause him too much, but bro, I need to talk over. That is like, you know what I'm saying? In terms, I just played the game. In terms of feel, in terms of experience, in terms of anything, that game is magnificent. All right, that game is magnificent. And if I compare it to 26, it's better. in terms of feel, in terms of no bugs, no laggy, nothing. For me anyway, I can't speak for everybody else. For me, no bugs, no nothing.
To me the most. This is the best game they have put out. It's
True.
not even close. There's the least amount of bugs. There's still a couple huge ones that need to be addressed, and I am sure they'll get to it. But the devs cooked. The devs did a good job, and it is
Exactly.
all going to be overshadowed
By
because
this monstrosity. By this monstrosity.
of this microtransaction slop that they put in. At the moment, all I want to do is just film Hawaii episode 2 because I'm having so much fun with that Dynasty series, but I can't because we have to get this hashtag trending, we have to get it going, and we have to make sure the EA actually addresses this. I believe a very good starting point is looking at College Football 26. Bring back two simple features on the Dynasty side, simply the ability to have a faster and fastest coach XP speed setting. Then on the Road to Glory side, the ability to edit the XP sliders so you can control how fast your player gets XP.
That's
See,
it.
even for this Dynasty
That's
setting that
it.
I had it set to 170 because I didn't think it was fast enough. Most people, if they really want to have fun, could put it at 300. If we go back over to College Football 27, you will see that none of that is there. And it takes all of this awesome effort that they put in to try and really recapture the best of college football games, and it throws it out the window if you are just going to focus on microtransactions. It makes
Exactly.
me sick that you spent years building up community trust, saying that this was our game. This is all for us. Nobody, not a single person out there was like, what would make our game better? What would make me want to play college football more?
Man.
Oh, I know. Being able to buy coach levels, being able to buy upgrades for my player that is now way too slow to upgrade. I mean, look at this.
Exactly.
There is no setting to control your XP sliders.
Exactly, bro. No, even FC, right? You know, the game that a lot of people we complain about, FC, they ain't pull this bull jive. Oh, hey, you know what I'm saying? They ain't pull this bull jive, bro. I hope the first update is they get rid of this nonsense. Okay. Nobody wants this. Nobody.
In Road to Glory anymore. And let's just see how expensive it could be to upgrade your player. I started as a 2-star. I was curious what would happen. Our max overall is only 80 for the time being, but we could potentially spend 6,500 points just to get our
Holy,
player from a 55 to an 80 overall in a single player mode. That is like $50. Oh no, I accidentally clicked it.
holy, $50 on top of you buying the game. Think about that, by the way. That's my on top of you buying the game. Man, boy. EA, I don't know what y'all have done, but y'all better fix this real quick. All right, y'all better fix this monstrosity.
I accidentally clicked it. I hate myself. At least those points were not bought by me. They just came with the pre-order. Actually, though, that raises a great point. If you wanted to give EA the benefit of the doubt, if you wanted to say if
Exactly. Oh, man. Also, let me. Oh, yeah. I just thought of something. Also, I want to add. Yes. What's the point of playing with a 2-star? Genuine question, yo. What's the point of playing with a 2-star now? Genuine question. Now, basically, everything in high school, it gotta be a 5-star. If you want to have a shot of, exporting a respectable player to Madden, it has to be a 5-star now. You ain't really got a choice.
someone's not going to play Ultimate Team, how are they going to spend this cash that they get from the pre-order? They just want to give them an ability to upgrade their coach or pay to upgrade their player. You could say that, but at the same time, they removed the settings that made it possible for us to get that sandbox experience, for it to feel like our game. If you're removing those settings so we can't faster progress unless we pay, then I don't think it was with that
A
nice
good
intent
intent.
of let's give
No.
people another incentive if they did pay for the pre-order. We are keeping a very close eye on what those sliders do in college football 26 and 25. If you try to bring them back but tweak it to where fastest isn't that fast anymore, to where fastest is more like normal, we will catch on very fast because there's amazing people in this community like Max Plays College Football that is very good at data. I don't think you understand. There is nobody that is on board with this.
Nobody.
Creators all think the same thing. We were all sitting there going through early access filming, like, what is going on? The past 2 years, It felt so much more open during some of that early access capture, and Not the Expert put out a good tweet about that too. Let's just say I allegedly didn't feel as free this year. I didn't feel like I could have any constructive criticism in the same way. I really don't know where I feel like the direction of the college football series is going to go. I think the dev team and the people that work on the game are incredible and they're really doing good things. But if they're forced to bring more microtransactions forward, if they are forced to continue doing all this stuff that isn't really for the consumer, but more for extra revenue, I just think that is going to be overshadowed and it's not going to be as fun. As I have cooled down, I really am more just disappointed than even mad. I was already pretty frustrated with how some of the things were going behind the scenes up to this, and so for nobody to ever mention to me that microtransactions were coming, probably because they knew my reaction wasn't going to be happy, is just the icing on the cake. It's so frustrating. Nobody considers that that hurts my brand. That hurts my trust with you guys.
Yeah,
I just look stupid now. I shouldn't have to spend my early access time looking for hidden things that aren't mentioned instead of just filming, having fun with the game, and recording videos. I do this because I have a lot of fun playing these games, and I've tried to do my part behind the scenes the last few years to try and make this game better with what is feasible. But ultimately, it's probably led to a few bug patches that might not have been caught otherwise. It just feels like everything took a complete 180 from what I've been
bro,
hearing behind the scenes.
bro. When I okay, guys, look here. Hey, all love to Bordeaux right here, man. It takes someone real to do this right here. It takes someone real to do this right, bro. When I tell you, we got, bro. Talk about a slap to the face. A, a slap to the face. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I was so happy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Basically on the previews of how it looks and how things like this looks and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him for doing this. Now, how are some of the other creators gonna do about this? I think it's RBT. I think he was doing a what you call what you might call what you call what can I call it? Uh some dynasty about, I think it was some Hawaii school. I think something like that. Is he gonna talk about this? There's the guy I rock with the most, Eric, Eric Ray Weather. Is he gonna talk about this or what? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. But man, bro, talk about we got a slap to the face. Man, yo, man, I got nothing more to say about this, man. Hey, shout out Bordeaux, man. Please, go, like his channel. You know what I'm saying? Go like his channel. Go sub to his channel, man. Like this video, bro. We need to get this out here, man. We cannot allow y'all to do this to single player mode. We cannot allow them to do this to single player mode. All right, they need to know that we're not happy about this. All right, we ain't happy about this one bit. Man, look here, man. I'm gone, man. I'm frustrated, sir.